Hi everyone, I'm Kushantha Gunawardana, cybersecurity trainer and ethical hacker. In this video, I'll walk you through the top 10 ethical hacking tools you absolutely need to know in 2025 if you are interested in ethical hacking or red teaming or bug bounty hunting. These tools are used by professional penetration testers, bug bounty hunters, and red teams around the world. First, we need to know what is ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is quite similar to hacking, but this act is authorized by the owners. So then with owners' consent, owners can be company owners, board of directors, CEOs, business owners. So they are authorized penetration testers like us to conduct penetration testing, also known as, let's say it's also a kind of hacking, but we are conducting this hacking attempt with the consent of the owner. So once we receive the letter of consent, we can start sending them a scope of work and then areas that we are focusing on, the scope. Once we agreed with the owners of the company, we can start this hacking attempt. And also the penetration testing report will be released to the owners when the process is completed. So that is ethical hacking, right? So it's pretty cool thing to know and also pretty cool thing to do, and you will like it when you start doing it. So for that, we need to go through kind of process, skill development, education, understanding the concept, and also using these tools. So let's begin to understand the set of tools. Number one, Nmap. Also known as NetworkMapper. The purpose of this tool is network scanning and discovery. So before we start, there's a methodology that you have to go through. So first we need to start in gathering information, also known as information gathering or reconnaissance. The next step would be scanning. So scanning is really important for us to understand the depth of the scope that we agreed to scan on. So once you scan, you will understand what are the live hosts available, what are the ports open, what are the services running, and so on and so forth. And it is very important in 2025 because you need to scan IPv6 targets as well. So then in NetworkMapper or Nmap is updated script, has updated script and IPv6 scanning features for you to start. The user cases can be reconnaissance before launching a penetration testing, and I would like to give you demo tip, which is simple Nmap scan shown here. So if you want to scan with the information or verbo scanning, we can use Nmap-S capital V and target. The tool number 2 is Burp Suite. Actually, honestly, I don't know any bug bounty hunter who does not use Burp Suite. It's a very powerful tool, especially when it comes to web application testing. So previously discussed Nmap is also known as Swiss knife, because it is kind of must-have tools for any penetration tester or ethical hacker, and Burp Suite also not lesser important than Nmap, because Burp Suite is something that we're going to be using for web application testing. So why in 2025 I selected Burp Suite? Because still it is number one manual and automated vulnerability and discovery scanner. It's not actually scanner, but it's application proxy, but it has lots more features than just a proxy. So the features would be scanner, repeater, intruder, and lots of extensions that you're going to be using. And there are two editions. One is community edition, which is free, and pro version includes automation, but pro version is not very expensive when you compare with other tools as well. And third must-have tool is Wireshark. The purpose is packet analyzer and also use a tool which is important for network forensics. So we are using Wireshark to analyze the network, or packet analyzer. You can see each and every packet goes back and forth if you are using Wireshark. It has lots and lots of features, and also most importantly, it's open source and free. And relevance is essential for analyzing suspicious network behavior, decrypting TLS if allowed, and there are a lot more other features as well. if somebody is scanning the network, if somebody has suspicious behavior in the network, and also if you want to see if somebody is doing something like brute forcing in the network, targeting FTP, HTTP kind of services that you are running. So because of that, I select number 3 must-have tool in 2025 for pen testers is Wireshark. And also I would like to give you a tip: use it for troubleshooting or sniffing live attack patterns. Then you will get lots of benefits and also nice outputs. And for me, tool number 4 for 2025 is Metasploit Framework. The purpose is exploitation and post-exploitation. So if it's an exploitation framework where you can download different kind of exploits from the internet, and especially you can refer to exploit DB to download scripts. And if you are capable of writing scripts, you can write your own scripts as well. If you look at strength, rapid development of custom payload. Because of that, it's going to be really powerful if you know how to use it. A user case can be simulate real-world attack with controlled shell access, where you can get access and complete control over the target if you know how to use Metasploit Framework and if you recover vulnerabilities on the target. The 5th must-have tool is Nikto, which is also built into Kali or Parrot security, Kali Linux or Parrot security if you are using one of these boxes. The purpose is web server vulnerability scanner. It's very useful. So also you can pair it with Nmap or Burp Suite, and it will be very powerful if you use Nikto. And it's a open source tool as well. And web server vulnerability scanner is capable of finding different kind of vulnerabilities of the target and also some information of the target, like what is the web application version and web server version. If it is Apache, what is the version running, and also various other very important information. So why we are using Nikto? Because it's very lightweight, very fast, and often reveals hidden issues missed by usual heavier tools, because it's a very tiny and lightweight tool. So it is capable of revealing lots and lots of hidden issues and hidden configuration issues and hidden vulnerabilities if you know how to use it. And for me, in 2025, the next must-have tool is SQLmap. One of the favorites of hackers when they are conducting SQL injection for target web applications. It's a very powerful tool. I have seen so many people claiming that they were able to bring down some of the websites and launching SQL attacks, SQL injections using SQLmap. So I have seen recently there was a hacker that came from India just boasting about bringing down some of the country's websites in a few minutes. I have seen the screenshots that they shared SQLmap. So it's very powerful tool, and I'm not very sure about bringing down 40 sites in 3 minutes, because you need to do kind of information gathering to select the websites with SQL's injection vulnerability. But however, SQLmap is very powerful tool, and the purpose is automated SQL injection detection and exploitation. So you can detect if there are any vulnerabilities related to SQL injection, and also you can exploit the target using SQLmap. And the value in 2025, why I use SQLmap as a 6th best tool, must-have tool in 2025, because it's still unbeatable for SQL testing. SQL testing, it is unbeatable when you compare with other tools. So there was a couple of other tools like Hydra and various other tools developed by different developers, but for me, this is the most powerful tool to date when it comes to SQL injection. And also it's CLI based, command line based. You need to know how to use it and the syntaxes, but very powerful. It supports DB enumeration and dumping, meaning you can dump entire database or entire set of tables, and even you can recover username and password of the target web application. And the 7th must-have tool is Hydra, right? The purpose is brute force password cracking. So Hydra supports various protocols, and then you can target Hydra live to attack those protocols like SSH, FTP, RDP, HTTP logins, and etc. So there are so many range of protocols that Hydra supports, where you can launch brute force password cracking, and also if you want to use password list or password dictionary or password directory or password list that you call along with Hydra. So you can specify what is the username that you want to try and list of passwords, or you can simply try brute forcing with Hydra. Again, it's free and open source tool which comes with Kali Linux, or if you are using Parrot Security. And the number 8 in 2025 must-have tools is OWASP ZAP, ZAP Attack Proxy. It is quite similar to Burp Suite, but there are different purposes, different when it comes to purposes, mainly ideal for DevSec operation pipeline testing, OWASP ZAP, and the purpose is web application security. So I would recommend both, having kind of hands-on experience on OWASP ZAP and also Burp Suite. So both look similar, both are application attack proxies, but they have their own pros and cons. Purpose is web application security, ideal for development security operation pipelines, and also it's free alternative for Burp Suite Pro if you want to use it, because it has most of the features that Burp Suite Pro has. As I said, Burp Suite has two versions. One is community free version, the other one is Burp Suite Pro, which is a commercial version. But OWASP ZAP is a free tool. It can be used as an alternative for Burp Suite Pro, but most of the bug bounty hunters still prefer using Burp Suite Pro. And also, CI/CD integration for automated testing is another feature that OWASP ZAP has. CI/CD is continuous integration and continuous development, and most of the developers would like to use OWASP ZAP because you can integrate it with CI/CD and testing automation. The 9th must-have tool, especially when it comes to internal penetration testing. So if you are conducting penetration testing and your scope is internal penetration testing, and also your purpose is Active Directory enumeration. Everybody knows what is Active Directory. It's central application that we use to create users, groups, accounts, and authentication and authorization purposes, right? So it's a central database that you have within your network, also known as domain controller in today's world, but actual application is Active Directory. But if you are a penetration tester and if you would like to enumerate Active Directory to find out users, groups, and various other information within Active Directory, you can use Bloodhound and Sharphound. So these are very important tools where we can use to Active Directory integration. And also why this is important in 2025, because Active Directory remains a gold mine for privilege escalation in today's world. So using a Bloodhound and Sharphound, you can use this, you can conduct Active Directory enumeration, and also you can use it to map attack paths, domain dominance, and various other ticket attacks, golden ticket attack kind of attacks within penetration testing. And also there is another one, another tool that you can use for Active Directory enumeration and exploitation, that is Enum for Linux. That is actually Perl script that most of the penetration testers are familiar with. I would suggest that is 9th most must-have tools in 2025 penetration testing, especially in infrastructure penetration testing. Alright guys, you must be wondering which one is the 10th most important, last but not least, I would say Kali Purple. So that is a attacker box that we will be using in order to conduct all these kind of assessment, because we were talking about lots and lots of application or the tools, but there should be an operating system that to host these tools and launch these attacks. So I would suggest Kali Purple, because almost all the tools that we discussed today, 1 to 9, are Kali supported, right? So because of that, we can use Kali as an attack box or tiger box to conduct these attacks. And not just Kali Purple, I would suggest along with ChatGPT AI-based tools and Kali Purple as a 10th must-have tool in 2025. Because why this is important in 2025? Because AI-assisted recon and scripting generation is very important in 2025, especially using the capabilities of ChatGPT. But you cannot use ChatGPT directly within Kali, but it's again kind of filtered one, where if you ask to launch this attack, it would straight away say it cannot do that because of the guidelines it has. But we can use Kali ChatGPT API if you configure with something like Shell GPT within Kali Linux, right? So there are tools like Shell GPT or SGPT that you can install within Kali Purple, and you can integrate with ChatGPT API to get all the capabilities or all the generative AI capabilities within Kali, right? And then you can use this to perform AI assisted recon and script generation, and also even conduct any tool, any assessment within Kali with the help of SGPT. Then you can just use natural language. So you can say that, all right, I want to scan this site with let's say WP scan or whatever the tool that you would like to scan, and I need this information, this, and I need to enumerate it. I need to find out this information. I need to find vulnerabilities, and please write it down or save it in this particular file. Then Shell GPT would do the rest, and then you would get all the required information saved on a single file, which is really useful and easy when it comes to penetration testing. And Kali Purple is defensive focused version of Kali Linux, launched in 2023, gaining traction in 2025, and lots of penetration testers are using those. And combine GPT plus traditional tool for better productivity. So today video we discuss top 10 must-have tools in 2025 for your penetration testing. So it is really important for you to get a legal consent from the owners before you start doing this, because otherwise it can cause you legal repercussions where even you can keep behind the bars. So because of that, first you need to start getting required authorization, and as explained, letter of consent from the owners before you start your process. And also you need to agree on the scope that you're going to be conducting this penetration testing, and then you can use these tools according to your scope, right? It is really important to conduct ethical hacking ethically and legally, and also you need to learn why and how these tools work, not just running the commands, because that's what happening most of the places that I've seen. So first we need to understand what is the scope and what is the most relevant tool to conduct this assessment, and how to use the tool. Because if you just run a tool, it wouldn't work in most of the cases, because you need to use respective relevant set of switches, and you should know if there is an error, how to tackle it. And also I would do another video to show you how to build your own home lab and practice safely before you go and do this test in someone else's network, and how to start your career in ethical hacking. And I would do another video to show you each and every tool, how to properly use, and what are the available switches, and how you're going to be using, how to derive the information, and what is next step. And also, as I said before, I will teach you how to build your home lab and practice safely. And also, once you're capable, you can continue your expertise, and also you can gain expertise and continue your skill set, gaining more and more expertise. And also certifying yourself is equally important, because otherwise, even though you're skillful, nobody wants to hire you. So in order to just kind of having a benchmark, you need to complete some of the certifications like Certified Ethical Hacker, Certified Penetration Tester, Licensed Penetration Tester, OCSP, kind of deep learning you need to have. And then once you have these certifications, then people will have confidence on you. And then if you want hands-on training in these tools and real-world cyber labs, you can check out our training programs as well, and you can refer to Pro Trainers Hub, and I will give you links below, right? If you find this video is interesting, please subscribe, and then you will receive the next videos that I'm going to be releasing very soon. Thanks for viewing. Hope to see you with next video.